welcome to day 2 of the VNL vlog. We fast forwarded from ending the VNL because I went home, talked to my wife, and just went straight to bed. But just a little recap of last night. I had a chance to meet some really great volleyball people. C. Mikkel, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but another great volleyball content creator, and she commentates for VNL. And you guys know Christian from PME Volleyball, the up and coming, super cool, really nice young man, and just really awesome to see him doing great things in the volleyball community. And of course, my boys from Volleyball Source, Everett and Rob St. Clair. I think it's funny how some people, you call him by their full name, Rob St. Clair. I think it's because I see his username more than I see him in person. But shout out to those guys at Volleyball Source. Highly recommend their podcast and their YouTube channel. Really great volleyball information. But still haven't caught you guys up on what happened last week. I'm going to get checked in first. Maybe I might have a moment of peace to talk about how I ended up here. But as you can see, it's been so rushed. I didn't even give you guys a hotel tour. Usually that's the first thing I talk about, is show the hotel room and the bathroom. But it's just been nonstop go, go, go volleyball. So gotta get checked in because we got a game coming up. I think it's Bulgaria and Korea. And to see those teams play live, can't wait to do that. Got a bunch of interviews lined up today. And Christian has offered to take me out to a dinner to just talk volleyball. So I'm looking forward to that, hanging out with him. Got my black coffee from 4 Points Sheraton, ready to go. And the weather here is so nice. It's really hot. Kind of feels silly for wearing a hoodie, but it's actually really cold inside because I get the AC going. The action has already started. I gotta make my way to the media tribune area. And every time I come in the convention center, it smells like food. It makes me so hungry. The music has already started. Again, go ahead and stand. You would have done your cell phones with your cameras and tagging and posting. If you're enjoying this video, please click that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to help grow this channel. You can also join our channel memberships for early access to our videos, behind the scenes content, and more members only perks. Thank you for supporting Elevate Yourself. What's really funny about after the games is they start releasing the fog, and I think the goal is to try to make it foggy again for the next game. Hey! That was such an exciting game to watch between Bulgaria and Korea, and two classic styles. Bulgaria, a little bit higher offense, more powerful, a little bit more size. Korea with great defense, tough serving, and fast offense. And that battle is always super fun to watch because it's just fast versus big, and not surprised that it went to 5, so great match. One of the VNL directors just told me that the USA team is going to be in the media room at 2:30, and that's when the Turkey and Germany game is going to start. But they said I'll be able to have access to the whole USA team for about an hour with other influencers, so definitely can't miss that opportunity. So initially when I planned this trip, I wanted to try to save some money and just Uber back and forth between my hotel and the College Park Center, which is where the VNL event is happening. Because the hotel is about pretty far, a couple miles, so not walkable compared to last year's VNL. But I just feel kind of restricted. I can't really go out to eat. I can't go shopping, and I think Ubering back and forth has been costing $12 to $13 anyway, so might as well just rent a car for maybe $40 and have more freedom and not stress so much about trying to make every ride count. So on my way to Enterprise rent-a-car to try to find a good deal and just enjoy the trip a little bit more.
Yeah, I tore my ACL, MCL, PCL, and meniscus in my knee. That's kind of what I thought. I was never trying to get back to a former version of myself. I mean, so much of what I use as a setter is my jump set and taking the ball at a pretty high point.
We went from the worst serving team to the best serving team in about a month and a half. We actually raised our serving game by hitting the right person a lot more. Or the space around the right person. I want that focus to be on our team, and especially that one. First ever Olympic gold medal.
That's awesome. Whew. You might be asking, why am I running? Well, the camera's really good. This is a DJI Osmo. Great camera, but other than that, I just got invited to practice with the USA women's team. After that interview with Coach Karai, he was talking about some of his players, you know, trying to rest them. And I just said, hey, if you need an arm, I'll serve balls, I'll hit, I'll do whatever, I'll even shag. Happy to help give your other coaching staff some rest. I had to rush back to the hotel, get my gear. Luckily I brought my volleyball shoes, and now I'm gonna practice. Wow. That was so fun. And I think just being in an atmosphere of greatness. I mean, those are former gold medalists. They're touted to win the gold this year again. And, you know, sometimes you can't be afraid to ask. I was interviewing Coach Karai, and after the interview, I was like, hey, if you ever need an arm, I just won USA championship. I touched 10'2", and I'll even shag balls. If you want me to press a button, I'll press a button, anything you need. Because I know that a lot of times coaching staffs get tired from constantly serving and entering balls. So he was saying how he would like to give his players or staff a break so we can try it out. And so that's when I rushed back. And what's crazy is this whole time I just talked about trying to Uber, and today I was like, maybe I'll get a car rental. And that was right when I got my car rental, interviewed Karch. I was actually late to the interview. Thankfully, he was still around. And he says, can you be ready in 25 minutes? I was like, yes, sir. So I bolted to the car, drove back, got my shoes, had all my gear from USA, and then drove back, and it was just in time for the practice. So, man, it's just kind of crazy how things work out, because if I had to do an Uber, probably would have had taken 15 minutes to come, then 15 minutes to drive, and then 15 minutes back. Would have missed a lot of the practice, but I was able to make it right when they started warming up. It's crazy how things work out like that, So I told him to contact me if he needs an arm for any other day, because I'll be here all week. But of course, not going to pressure him, Everything is out of the kindness of his heart. And he did say I was helpful today, so I am grateful for that. I also try to add energy. When people pass well, I'd say great pass, or if I'm going to be in the gym, I want to contribute something other than just being a body and an arm. I want to make sure I can continue to be positive and push them even 0.0001% closer to gold. I'm going to do that for my country's team. So, Karch, if you're watching this, thank you so much for giving a regular volleyball dude an opportunity to be a part of something great and special. And anytime you need someone to just smash some balls and toss, I'm always there.
If you want to jump higher and become a more dominant athlete on the court, then use my Elevate Jump training programs to increase your vertical jump. They include a bodyweight only program so you can train with zero equipment, a starter program if you're new to weight training and plyometrics, and the elevation template, which guides you over 12 months of intense training and comes with a mobile training app. Use my discount code and link below to get 5% off all my training programs and start jumping higher today.
Just arrived to the hotel, so now we can do an official hotel tour. So you gotta love this. This is a little snack section, open all day. Got a little pool outside. Welcome to the Sheraton. Got a little closet in here. That's pretty cool. Got an iron. That's always helpful when you have an ironing board, especially when you're traveling for nice events. This is why I like. Not only you got a microwave, you get a free coffee machine. We also have a refrigerator, and I'll talk about what I went to get, but for now we'll just talk about the refrigerator. Not much of a view. I mean, that's okay. And got AC because it does get hot in Texas. Double queen was the cheapest bed they had. Got some nice paintings, and you guys know about the most important part is the shower. Clean, modern looking, and a bathtub. And I love it when they come with shampoo and all those amenities here. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this place. And I think Sheraton's owned by the Marriott, and Marriott's a great hotel, so this is kind of like the budget-friendly one. And even though you're paying less than a standard Marriott, it's still, you're gonna get very clean rooms, good service. So I have no problem staying here. So because I'm doing back-to-back volleyball trips, that can get pretty expensive. So for this trip, trying to save a little bit of money, and instead of going out to eat like 3 times a day, or usually I stay at the Best Western where they provide free breakfast, this place doesn't have that. So I decided to go to Walmart and just stock up on some cheap stuff. So I bought a $10 bag of chicken breasts. So just a bunch of chicken breasts I heat up. That was just a late night snack where I was craving that. I love my Diet Cokes here. Got cheese and grapes for healthy snacks. Case of water, large bag of chips, and $2 barbecue sauce. So those Walmart meals, that only cost like $40, and it kept me fed for 3 days for 2 meals a day. And I'm not too picky. You guys know how much I love my food, but I think for this trip, I'm just focused on volleyball, and I got my wedding anniversary trip in Oahu, Hawaii coming up. So I want to make sure I save money for that. But it kind of reminds me of back in my college days when I was living on a budget, and anytime I have to go back to that, I have no problem because I've already done it before. Also, forgot to show you, I got this bowl at Walmart for 50 cents. Went to McDonald's and got a free plastic fork and knife that I wash every day. And a couple of minute rice. These are super cheap too, and they actually taste pretty good for just white rice. I eat 1 a day. And this room already comes with free coffee, which is nice. And I heat up the frozen chicken breast in the microwave, and I'll probably show you how I cook it eventually. Oh yeah, here's a funny part too. Look at what we got here. If you watched my last vlog for the USAV Nationals, you guys remember that we won the whole thing. And carrying this is like solid. This is not plastic, this is heavy metal. And having to carry this in my backpack throughout the airport was really, really tough on my shoulders. And then I got selected all tournament here. So carrying those 2 pieces from Columbus to Arlington has been a little bit challenging, but I'm grateful for those awards. So I'm about to pick up a very special guest tonight who wanted to ask to go out to dinner and just chat and talk and do some recording. And I can't wait for you guys to feature him on my vlog. Finally made it to dinner, and the first thing I thought of when I came to Texas is we gotta get some barbecue. And we got some dinner guests here today. You guys know who this is. PME Volleyball, Christian Herr, and Mac.
Cameraman.
All right, so that's the magic behind the show. We're gonna get some dinner tonight.
A few moments later.
Here's the damage. Finish all the food. This is the Texas Rangers Stadium. That looks awesome. And that's where PME Volleyball is staying with the other Volleyball World staff. And he asked me if I would be willing to do a little segment for his vlog and for his content. And of course, I'm happy to help out. And I think I'm gonna interview him for my stuff later this week and just kind of pick his brain on his journey, because he's just so proud of that guy. To have such good business acumen and passion for the sport and positivity coming out of that. Really, really great social media and YouTube. That was a super fun interview with Christian. And if you guys don't know PME Volleyball, make sure you check out his social media and his YouTube channel, link below the screen here. It was just fun just to talk volleyball with him, and he has some great questions. I love talking about like top players of all time and the position ranking stuff, but we could probably talk about volleyball forever. But make sure you check out his vlog. That's where it's going to be posted. Wow, what a day. Everything lined up perfectly. Can't believe I still practice with the USA women's volleyball team. And it was just so great to be in that environment, and as a coach myself, just observing, like not really overthinking, just soaking everything I could, the vibes, the words, the drills, the focus, the mindset, just a lot to digest. And also the way that the coaches interacted with the players and vice versa, and how the players treated each other, as I try to glean as much as I could from that environment. And then to be able to play against them in the drills was really fun. I felt like maybe this is what it feels like to be 6'5", because I was able to penetrate completely over the net and get a couple of stuff blocks, which was fun. But I just ended up being tooled the majority of the time. And attacking, it was fun. I was able to try to mix up my attack and aim as high as I could. And those women are big.
got stuck blocked a couple times, but definitely got a couple kills, which was fun. But yeah, I told Karch that I'm going to be here all week, and hopefully they'll have another practice where they need me. And I also offered if they needed someone to just jump serve, I'd love to just give them whatever reps to get ready for whatever team they're going to be playing against. And then having a really great dinner and talk with Christian from PME Volleyball. One, it was just nice to have barbecue from Texas. But, I'm appreciative of how engaged he was and how present he is with what he's doing. And it was just a really great opportunity to talk about life and talk about both of our goals. And, I was happy to answer. He had a lot of questions for me, so I was happy to answer any questions and any way I could help him, especially learning from my mistakes, but also what to keep an eye out for. Mainly content creation is such a new industry. And I think big companies are starting to catch on about how much authority we have, but also we don't ask enough. Marketing agencies charge tens and twenties of thousands of dollars, and then for content creators they'll pay them $100 for a post or something like that. And to me, I'm a proponent of making sure that we all charge what we're worth, because we put in a lot of work into building our brand and our reach. We want to promote products, we want to partner with businesses, but right now there is no standard for that. So just trying to encourage him to be careful about companies that want to take advantage of him because he's young, but also content creation influencer industry is so new. And don't be afraid to charge what you're worth and to know your value. And it was just fun to talk about volleyball and why he started TikTok and getting into the social media game, and his experience with evolving and starting a YouTube channel. So yeah, it was just really good to chat with him and get to know him, and he just seems like a really great guy. Another great thing about being part of these VNL events is you just meet so many great volleyball people. So I was hoping to get a leg workout tonight, but I think I was just tired from a full day of activity, and I had to come back and do some work and getting pretty sleepy. So I'll probably just work out tomorrow and cover some more VNL stuff. And I know I'll probably run into some more amazing volleyball people.